Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn on your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking something very important. This video is in two parts, and then number one is that I don't even know how these people do this, but man, palm-colored people are really unbelievable. I am not gonna lie to you. A black sister actually took her car to for service, and guess what? I mean, I think that woman is really very smart. She knew that probably something is already happening, and she already wanted to find out what is going on. Guess what? She actually left her phone on the waiting room and went to smoke. So for them, they felt like, man, there is nothing going on with that. They didn't know that she was the phone was recording everything happening there, only for her to come back and replay the video and there's something she recorded to find out that what they were in fact plotting out for her, and they even used racial slurs on her. And she took to TikTok to call them out on their way to the season, and guess what? Some actually lost their job. But now what people are doing right now is to make sure that they never get job again, or finding job again will be so hard for them. And the second part, I don't even know how to go about the second part, but man, the second part is talking about how slaves were used as collateral by banks. I mean, to collect loans. Palm-colored people actually use black people to collect loan. I mean, they use them as collateral to collect loan. I am done. I am rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, I am rolling it.
Meet Sheena. About 30 days ago, Sheena took her BMW in to Auto Performance Center in Garner, North Carolina to get her brakes replaced. Well, there was an issue and she had to take her car back. And you're not going to believe what she caught them saying on her phone when she left it recording in the waiting room. Long story short, last week her brake light came on and she just had them replace at Auto Performance Center. So she called them up and they told her it's probably the rain making the sensors go off. She waits a few days, the sensor doesn't go off. She calls back in and speaks to the operation manager, Jamie. Jamie says they put aftermarket brake sensors on the BMW. Sheena wasn't aware of this and was unhappy. So on July 24th, she took her car back in to find out why the brake light was on. She was sitting in the waiting room and went outside to smoke. But when she left her phone in the seat recording.
What? Yeah, I got one confused. Yeah, okay.
Now what happens next is her phone records Jamie, the operations manager, having a conversation with the mechanics at Auto Performance Center about Sheena's car.
So did we do front or rear brakes on hers?
Rear.
Fuck, so she needs a new one?
It's rubbed through on the rim.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with us.
What happened?
She rubbed it through on her rim.
But if we put it on there, we didn't secure it properly. Yeah, that's on us. All right. I know you want to rub it in her face, but...
Damn, I wanted to, so... Well, I was going to let Carlos do it, but yeah.
This is not even the bad part yet. But did you hear what they said? We were hoping it was the front because they worked on her rear brakes. So if the light was on because of the front sensor, they could be like, that's not our fault. And that's why he said to Jamie, the operations manager, I know you wanted to rub it in her face, but... And Jamie said, yeah, I really wanted to. Well, I was going to let Carlos do it, but yeah. Like they're actively plotting against her. But listen what happens next. Trigger warning, racial slurs.
I peeked through the rim, the first thing I see is this on the rim.
You told me it was probably going to be messed up.
That or the front sensor. Like I said,
which we was hoping it was going to be a front sensor.
There's two of them on the car, rear and front.
Hoping it was going to be a front sensor, but bitch, we didn't even touch that.
Yeah.
She came in here full of fucking attitude. Your boss lady in the purple. I was about to be like, yo, nigga, that smells like weed.
Now that we got...
Yep, you heard that correctly. They said that Sheena came in with an attitude and said to Jamie, yo, boss lady in the purple. So Jamie wanted to say, yo, N-word that smells like you heard. Now, the woman you heard say the N-word was Jamie Smith. She was the operations manager. But after Sheena posted that video on her social media and it got about 100,000 views, the operations manager, Jamie, was fired. The technician that she was talking to who said, oh, he wishes it was the front sensor, he was also fired, but we don't know his name. But I just want to make sure that Jamie Smith here has a lot of trouble finding employment anywhere else. So that's why I'm sharing Sheena's story. Since Jamie and all her friends in the shop thought it was hilarious to use the N-word, I think it'll be hilarious seeing who hires Jamie next.
Like, yo, nigga, that smells like weed.
Now that we got that straight.
I want y'all to go and watch the full video of what I just stitched. Aside from the fact that this car shop did shoddy brake work on this woman's car, unbeknownst to them, they were being recorded and this woman called her the N-word. Just rolled off her tongue and everybody in the background laughing. The information for the shop is at the very end of the video. Y'all go show them some love. Ridiculous.
Alexa, how many members of Congress are descendants of slave owners?
From Reuters.com. Among 536 members of the last sitting Congress, Reuters determined at least 100 descend from slaveholders.
Alexa, according to Reuters, how many governors were descendants of slave owners?
From Reuters.com. And in 2022, the governors of 11 of the 50 U.S. states were descendants of slaveholders, Reuters found.
Alexa, were reparations ever paid to Native Americans?
From DiversityStyleGuide.com. Native Americans have received several payments, including a $3.4 billion settlement in 2012.
Alexa, did Abraham Lincoln sign a bill in 1862 that paid up to $300 for every enslaved person freed?
From Moguldom.com. When President Abraham Lincoln signed the bill emancipating enslaved people on April 16, 1862, he also put into effect the District of Columbia Emancipation Act that promised to pay the Union up to $300 for every enslaved person freed.
Alexa, how did banks maintain slavery?
From Wh0pped.org. Murphy argues that the rapid spread of slavery in the South during the 1820s and 30s depended significantly upon Southern banks' willingness to financialize enslaved lives, with the use of enslaved individuals as loan collateral proving central to these financial relationships.
Alexa, what ties to slavery does J.P. Morgan Chase have?
From Moguldom.com. J.P. Morgan said it received 13,000 slaves as collateral and owned 1,250 of them after owners defaulted on loans.
Alexa, how is the insurance industry connected to slavery?
From FastInitiative.org. Insurers provided cover for the carriage of slaves from West Africa to the Americas between the 17th and 19th centuries.
Alexa, what present-day insurance companies have connections to slavery?
From BelayOnline.com. Aetna was one such insurance company that insured slaves and has since in 2000 apologized for their past involvement in the slavery issue.
Alexa, is Wall Street connected to slavery?
From NetGovParks.org. On Wall Street, between Pearl and Water Streets, a market that auctioned enslaved people of African ancestry was established by a Common Council law on November 30, 1711.
Alexa, is the New York Stock Exchange connected to slavery?
From Columbia.edu. Across from the meal market, where enslaved workers could be hired or bought, was the Tontine Coffee House, home of the New York Stock Exchange.
A little bit of history.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start from. If I am starting from the people that where the lady took her car to, or the last one. I mean, everything about America is racism. I don't know how to say this, but man, this is on period. Like, really, they use slaves as collateral. I mean, banks use them as collateral. Oh my goodness. Okay, I am sorry, but like we learn every day, and I learn every day too, but I am not gonna lie to you. I never knew that slaves were used as collateral by banks. Now, this is one of the reasons why I see why African Americans, or should I say black people in general, are so mad about everything going on in the United States. Because like, it looks like the more I dig deeper, the more I find out things that I never knew that existed. But then, one thing I am very grateful for is the fact that all these are really coming to light, because sincerely speaking, I don't know how I would have known this. I mean, if I did not go into American history. And I am grateful that I am learning each day. And also, one thing I promise is that I will make sure that also people learn and also know about this. Because like some people really do not know about this. I am not gonna lie to you. Some do not know. So some people already, what the media showed us was just different from what we are finding out, right? And so some people really need to unlearn and relearn, because the lies were so much. And I am really grateful, really guys, and you have no idea. I am really grateful that I am fine. I know probably I may not probably have something to do, but then the awareness, I am sure that they know that a lot of people are talking about all this all over. And there are some certain things that if they want to do right now, they will be like, man, everybody's watching us, especially when it comes to Black American people and all that. So they know for the fact that people are already digging deep, and people are already unlearning most of the things and the lies they lied to, like the lies the media told, and the rest of it. And looking at this, see, you have every right as a Black person. You have every right to be mad, because sometimes I am like, I wouldn't know how they have hurt you people and still hurting. You can imagine, since the war started, or since the whole thing started, you all have been on one particular race. Until this very moment, you all are still pressing them. Like you all do not want anything good coming their way and the rest of it. So I understand how you all feel. I can, sometimes I sit down and I think of this. I am like, man, I see why you all are mad most times. Like, I don't mean like mad, I mean angry most times. I mean, these people have really done there is nothing they have not done, actually. I mean, I am just confused. I don't even know where to start anymore. But then I think this is just where I'm going to draw the curtain. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.